What's up, gun family? Urban Gun Reviews, and today on the channel I'm gonna be commentating over a video that I found on social media that I found to be pretty interesting, and I want to get into it and break it down for you guys. All right, so let's check out this video real quick from TMZ. Y'all see that? It'll clear up in a second. Don't worry about it. It'll clear up. There it go. All right, so that's the video, gun family. So what we have is we got a little pool party going on, and I think some libation was involved. Okay, so I'm thinking some liquors was involved, and somebody got a little too drunk, and a little confrontation happened, and and words was exchanged or somewhat, and the guy, skinny guy, this guy right here pulls out a book bag, and I think he says something like he has a gun, or he got a gun in the bag or something like that. So the other people, this guy right here, he's like, you ain't got no gun in the bag, and then the old boy pulls out a gun. He actually does have a gun in the bag. So after he walks away, and he's like, you know what, you got it, but next time I see you, I'm gonna beat that ass. You know what I mean? You better have your gun on you, or if you don't, I'm gonna beat that ass. And they going back and forth, jaw jacking and whatnot, and then they go get back in the pool. Him and his boy, they get back in the pool. Okay, they like fucking, he get back in the pool. Now there's a more vulgar if I fucked that up, did I fuck that up? There's a more vulgar video where him and him, they throwing the N-word around, but they're saying it like it's like, nah, fuck that nigga, like, not calling the guy nigga, but saying nigga like, like it's cool to say nigga, you know what I mean? So that's how they be throwing around the N-word. This ain't the version for some reason. This ain't it. So the curse words is blocked out, and them saying nigga is blocked out. But yeah, so they get back in the pool or whatever, and then old boy still yapping at the mouth. When you get them drunk, you get them drunk, them bear muscles, and you want to keep running your mouth and keep running your mouth, and that's what he did. And he sat the gun down, he sat the bag down, and when he sat the bag down, they went and reached for the bag, and then he reached for the bag, and then they just pulled his ass in the pool and commenced to whooping that ass. Okay, so let's watch it one more time. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down like we just did. But he's still yapping. They kind of gave it up, like, fuck it. You got it right now. You got it right now. You talk that tough shit. You got that gun or whatever. Mistake right there. Why'd you sit your gun down? Why would you sit the bag down when that was your only line of defense? That's the only reason they kept them off your ass the first time, is because you had a gun. And once you put that gun down, the annual ass whooping will begin. They will commence. We will commence to whooping that ass. And that's what happened. Mistake. So once he puts the bag down, they both tussling over the bag. They yank old boy in the pool and just commenced to dropping Thor hammers on him. Shababa, shababa, shababa. You know what I mean? Dropping them hammers on him. And then it's a wrap at that point. I thought they was gonna try to drown him at one point. I'm like, they just gonna drown this motherfucker. Like, I didn't click out of it. They just gonna drown him. Like, why not? And they still tussling over the bag with the gun in it. Now, I have a problem with, for one, I don't have a problem with him taking the gun to the pool. You know, I heard people, why you take a gun to the pool? Take a gun wherever the fuck you want to take a gun. Even places that you ain't supposed to take a gun, which I'm not saying this ain't a place, because this is a perfect place that you could take a gun. I don't see why this would be any different. But why you take a gun to the pool? Sorry, Lil Young right there. And, you know, fuck it. You know, you take your gun wherever you want to take your gun. But he made a mistake. He made a big mistake. For one, he flashed the gun. If you tell somebody, look, chill the fuck out. I got the gun on me. Chill the fuck out. I ain't trying to, you know, that's a mistake right there, that you played your hand. You showed your hand, and now you done used your Uno reverse card, because now they know that you got a gun. So yeah, it might deter them, like, oh, okay, we ain't gonna fuck with you because you say you got a gun and whatnot. But then you have these guys right here who are like, no, fuck that. You say you got a gun, let me see that bitch. And you know, he obliged. He pulled that motherfucker out. And when he pulled that motherfucker out, they said, okay, you got a gun. Next time I see you, I'ma beat that ass. Next time I see you. That's your victory right there. That's your minor victory for the moment. That's your victory. Oh, I got some other bullshit playing. Hold on. That's your victory. So you gotta take your victory. You know what I mean? Take your victory and go about your separate way. Take your victory. So he, you know, still yapping to the point where he puts the bag down. Mistake again. So when he puts the bag down, they go for the bag, and now it's a free-for-all. Now your only line of defense is you're tussling for it. You already at a disadvantage because dude's way bigger than you. I'm not saying that just because he's bigger than you, he can beat you, but he way bigger than you. And there's more of them than there is you. And you put down your gun. So for whatever reason, he did that, and then they get the whooping his ass. And I mean, in my opinion, I feel like they all right. They was cool for whooping his ass, because realistically, he pulled a gun out on him. You know what I mean? He pulled a gun out on him, and they let it pass. But once you drop that gun, you fucked. And they got the whipping that ass. So old boy should have just took his victory and went home. He should just took his victory and took his ass home and been happy with, hey, you know, next time I see this motherfucker, I know we're gonna have to rumble, but I'm gonna keep this bitch on me at all times anyway, so we ain't gonna be no rumbling. Ain't gonna be no rumbling. If I don't want to rumble, ain't gonna be no rumbling. You know, so you gotta learn to take your victories as they come, and not to let your pride get in the way where you think you tougher than what you are, because your toughness had nothing to do with why they, you know, backed down off you the first time. They backed down because you had a gun. Because even when you said you had a gun, they wasn't even going for that shit. They was like, oh, well, we need to see that. If you got a gun, I need to see that, because I ain't trusting you just saying you got it. I need to see it. And when he pulled it out, okay, you got this one, partner. You got this one. But when I see you, I'ma beat that ass. You know? So I think that I don't have a problem with the guys jumping on him, because he was in the wrong for pulling the gun. He should just walked away, took his victory. You know, so I don't have a problem with them jumping on him. What I do kind of have a problem with is that, you know, they're tussling over the gun that's in the bag. Somebody could have got shot. One of them could have got shot. Another patron at the pool could have got shot. I don't know if there was kids around or something like that. It seemed like a little adult party type thing, you know, maybe in an apartment building or something like that or whatever. But, you know, somebody could have got hurt. So y'all tussling over this bag. I know you wanted to disarm him, but y'all tussling over this bag, and anything could have happened at that point. Depending on what kind of firearm you had, it could have still shot under the water and shot somebody, or shot, you know, whatever. Somebody could have got hurt. So that's the only problem that I have with it. But I mean, all in all, it is what it is, man. You disarmed the guy who threatened you with the force of using the gun, and, you know, probably on some drunk shit, and y'all disarmed him, and then y'all put the beats to him. So I ain't really got no problem with that. But Urban Gun Reviews, y'all like videos like this, make sure y'all click the thumbs up and tell me in the comment section. If you're not, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit my logo on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Make sure you hit that bell notification as well, so you can be notified when I upload more videos like this. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, I'm heavy on IG, heavy on that Snapchat. So if y'all on there, make sure y'all follow me on there, because that's where y'all gonna be getting all the exclusive content that I don't put on YouTube, my personal life type shit like that. And you know what I mean, we out to the next time, gun family. Stay blessed, stay strapped.